difference is not that you're not good enough. It's not that your product is bad or that your service lacks value. The problem is that people don't see it. Let me say this again. Value that is not understood is value that does not exist in the minds of customers. A lot of people are frustrated. I hear things like, I'm good at what I do, I know what I offer, I know what I bring to the table, but like, why are people not buying? And guess what? The natural instinct of man is to say, oh, maybe I need to work harder, or maybe I need to lower my price, or maybe people just don't like value, or people don't like quality. No, that is absolutely not the problem. Let us break it down properly so you understand. There is actual value and there is perceived value. Now, actual value is what your product is, but perceived value is what the customers think it is. If we're being honest, people don't go after actual value. People respond to perceived value. Now, let me use something simple. 2 bottles of water, both can quench taste. But one is properly purified, well packaged, is already certified and very clean. But then there's another one. It also quenches taste, but after taking it can land you to the hospital. Now here's the problem. If I don't explain to you the difference between the two of them, they both look the same. And if they look the same, you'll probably make choice based on price, not value. Welcome back to Phanie's Lens, where we explore what it really takes to lead, influence, and shape the world around us. Every episode is packed with real stories, insights, experiences, and practical exercises on how to grow into a world-class leader. Let's dive in. This is when many businesses lose it, not because they are bad, but they don't know how to communicate the value of what they sell. They don't educate the buyers, they just assume they should know. People just don't know. People don't. There are people who are skilled, talented, experienced, but invisible. Do you know why? Because they rely on, I am good, people will notice me. That is one of the biggest lies in business. If you don't communicate your value, don't assume that people will just know. Imagine you're a consultant and you understand strategy deeply and you solve real problems, but then someone else speaks better, explains themselves clearer, and positions themselves better. Even if you are way much better than that person, people will choose them because clarity beats competence in the marketplace. People think competence is their problem. No, confusion is your biggest enemy, because when people are confused, they delay decisions, they avoid risk, they choose what is familiar. Imagine when people visit your page and they're seeing big words, hearing complex explanations, but no outcome. What do you think will happen? They'll leave. And that's not because you're not valuable, but because they don't understand what you're saying. When people don't understand you, they cannot trust you. They avoid you. Your job is not to force people. Your job is not to cajole people. Your job is not to beg people. Your job is just one simple thing. Make them see the value. Show them the problem clearly. Acknowledge the solutions exist. And then tell them why your solution is different. And then why the difference matters. You don't just say, buy my water, it's safe. Anybody can say that. Rather, you show them why it is safe. And when you're done doing that, now they are not just buying water because it quenches the taste. No, they are buying safety. They are buying assurance. And they are buying a better life. Because nobody wants to intentionally invest money in something that kills them or shortens their lifespan. And that is the problem you're solving. Help them see it. When you think of how to position your brand and your product, always ask yourself, can a 10-year-old understand what I'm saying? Because if they can't, then it's too complex. Now let me leave this with you. You don't have value problem. What you have is perception problem. Until people understand what you do, why it matters, and why it's different, they will not respond to it.